Okay, everything should be good. Continue that. Confirm and excellent. That should be any moment. Excellent. Hello everyone, I'm Iron Phoenix and welcome back to Fallout 4 Modded Survival, where I can talk about some stuff that I've been having some issues with the Horizons thing. Turns out it was an interesting combination of stuff that kind of led to the whole vendor credit system issue thing. We'll get to that in just a moment when it's all loaded up. I just reached level 10, so I had 6 more perk points to play with, so that I could get local leader 1, and a few other bits and pieces. Hunter, got, you know, next level of Hunter, armor, the Armorsmith one. I think there was something else as well, but I can't remember exactly what it is. Died a few times, as you might imagine. Obviously, if you die here, it drops you into, I think it's this road down here somewhere, which just so happens to be a spawning point for enemies. And enemy patrols like to go down there. So if you're very unlucky, you can spawn in that location whilst an enemy patrol is going through, and then you just get locked into a death cycle. But yeah, so something that was coming up quite a lot was the whole vendor credits issue, where basically it seemed to be this, you know, in order to upgrade your shops, you needed vendor credits, but in order to get vendor credits, that bit wasn't really explained very well. And it turns out that what you need to do is go into here, and you do need to upgrade the shop, but you need local leader to do it. So you basically need to when you put your stall down, you can then add a caravan beacon. This adds +2 income and +5 happiness to an upgradable vendor stall. This basically then allows you to make vendor credit from your shops, and then it then puts that into the system. So yeah, here we've got vendor. So now, in order to get the cash register, which would add more income, that would be 150 vendor credits to do so. And there's a few different sort of upgrades for that. These ones I would assume give better, oh well, they add more happiness and more income basically to the system. So yeah, that was fun finding that one out. And you do need, is it local leader, I believe it was, to actually get that first upgrade. Yeah, you need local leader 1 to actually get that one. Marketeer does something different. You can drop sort of a market thing, which you can then buy useful things from, like steel or whatever. I'm actually running out of steel, weirdly. Circuitry I'm also running out of, but steel is currently the big thing that I do kind of need to fix. Food actually isn't that bad now, because I've got the purification plants running, and I'm getting enough meat in to actually give me some really decent sort of food stuff. So that's not really a problem anymore. Water isn't either. My big issue at the moment is adhesive, because adhesive is used for bandages and medicated bandages and trauma kits and pretty much everything else in the game. And so the follow on from that is that my guns aren't good enough for a lot of the enemies that I'm coming up against at the moment. I'm currently carrying a 10mm pistol and a lever action rifle, simply because I can make ammunition for both of those. But I am going up against some quite nasty enemies, and I'm just not doing enough damage to them, which is something that I'm going to have to sort out now. The only way to do that I can really think of is to get adhesive and gun nut, level. Can I do level 11 gun nut? That would be the question. Oh, actually, I've got 1 perk point free that I haven't actually spent on anything. Gun nut rank 3 is level 14. I mean, getting something like marksman could be useful because, or thing is, gunslinger just gives you effective range. Level 4 gives you extra limb damage and chance. Yeah, that one's not actually that good for earliness anyway. That would increase effective range of ballistic firearms. Again, yeah, that's only really good for later on. So I can't do that one yet because that needs level 12. That needs level 12 as well. Medic might be a good option because being able to craft first aid kits and healing for 20 more, and but you know, more rad. Being able to dump more rads might be quite useful. The other thing that I did actually consider would be either, well, I can't do Scrapper, but I could do Fortune Finder. Wait, no, Scrounger, sorry. Small chance to find more ammunition and junk in containers. And Scrounger 2, level 16. That one might not be too bad, actually. Getting more ammunition and more junk would be useful. Fortune Finder, again, would be quite useful to get the cash. I'm going to go for Scrounger. Getting more ammunition and more junk. Yeah, I think that's where we need to go. Right, I don't have a huge amount of, well, health now. I need to find adhesive. Right, let's sneak out the town, go up to Oberlin Station and see if we can set up a shop down there. I think that's going to be the best bet. I don't really want to hang around in Boston too much because there's no good places to spawn at if you die. The closest place is Hangman's Alley, and Hangman's Alley is not a good place to respawn at. Another place that I did sort of mildly consider would be the Murkwater construction site. Problem with that is the Mirelurk Queen, which I mean, I can't deal with super mutants at the moment, so I'm going to have no chance to get against a Mirelurk Queen. So there's that. If I had better melee, possibly. Maybe that's where we go next. Let me just check the perk chart for a second. If I took big leagues, theoretically, at level 15, if I took big leagues 1 and 2, that could be useful. Yeah, possibly that might be the way to go. Ooh, there's a thing down here. Something that I notice with, I've already checked the thing. Something that I always notice when playing survival is you find more in the world. So I was just on my way back from Fiddler's Green caravan park up near there anyway, and I found a rocket engine with an attached terminal just in the middle of nowhere. So, you know, wander up and lo and behold, I could do a test fire. Yeah, that went well. I did escape before it exploded, but you know, it was just a nice find to, you know, something interesting to find out in the world. Yeah, just something nice and, you know, interesting to find out in the world. And I need to find some more ammunition now. 5.56. I've got 21 rounds of ammunition in there. Now, if I could get back to Abernathy, that's where my machine gun is. That would be tempting. I'm going to do that. I'm going to take that ammunition out. I'm going to use that ammunition for my other gun. And, right, so I've cleared out the water treatment plant, so I can always go back there to find some more stuff. So actually maybe I'm just going to update my plan here and go up to I'm going to go up to Abernathy, pick up my good gun that I didn't have any ammunition for at the time, but I do now, and then revisit the water treatment plant, see if we can find any adhesive so that I can get some of my health back. That's, I think, my plan for so far. I've also cleared out Beantown Brewery, but I've also cleared it out of pretty much everything. There's just some bottles left, which I can always go back for if I really, really need bottles. But in this pack, it's not so urgent to have bottles, especially once you get the purification system set up. You know, obviously you do need some, but it's not quite as desperate. It's not like Frost, where actually having loads of water on you is a really good plan, because then you can filter it out. It's not quite on the same level. Hello, there is a Raider Scabber that is currently being mauled to death by robots. And there's a Raider Veteran there currently being mauled to death by robots. Because that was a good idea, wasn't it, Raiders, to attack Greygarden? I probably should give them some more defences, really. But first, what ammunition do you have on you? I'm going to take that. And the other guy died over here somewhere, didn't he? There he is. Bottle caps. Some 44, which ain't bad. I'll take the rest of it up to there. I can't be bothered taking the rest of it because it's heavy, and I've currently got -3 strength thanks to mole rat disease, which I still haven't quite finished that one yet, because it's got brood mother, and that brood mother is nasty if you don't have some decent guns. Maybe that's what we do then. I'm not going up there because there's bears. I need to go around this way. I've been caught out by that place before. There's bears up there. 2 of them. I'm not getting trapped by bears again. I'm not in Canada. At least that's what I assume Canada is. Just lots and lots of mauling bears. Though I saw some statistic that basically said that more people are killed by vending machines than bears. Because people are stupid and they rot vending machines, and the vending machine falls on them. Yeah. There are those big labels on them for a good reason. Do not rock the vending machine, because they are a little unbalanced and they will fall on you. Alright, where are we now? Right, we're up near the gunners, so I need to just swing closer to this. An awful lot of what I'm doing here is tracing paths which I know are safe-ish. And then the game will stick some raiders in front of me that I didn't realise were going to be there, and then I'll die a painful, painful death. Probably endlessly as well. So, yeah, it's... a lot of it is sort of guesswork, because the game will kind of respawn some enemies at a time when you weren't expecting them. Which is why I always start tapping Q whenever I get near to Gorski Cabin. Gorski Cabin. Simply because it may very well have respawned 20 ghouls, and I may not necessarily know about it until I find all 20 ghouls coming at me. And I don't know if that's a tweak that Horizon has made, or just bad luck from the whole survival side of things. Survival should lower the respawn rate of certain mobs, so that shouldn't be happening, but it is. So I don't know quite what's going on there. I've certainly run into some raiders where there shouldn't have been raiders, because I'd already cleared them out. So yeah, there's that. Right, okay, so if I head over this way, we have this sort of half-built cabin, because basically I ran out of steel again while building this, and I just about got enough steel to build my locker. So, where is it? Light machine gun. Okay. So my lever action rifle does 28 damage. This one actually does only 30. It's not actually that huge a difference. But it does have a large magazine. And a faster reload time. And it's just a bigger, more threatening gun. But I can't make ammunition for it. But I could make... Ooh! I can make cryo rounds for my... Oh, I can make a fair amount of them as well. I'm making that. I'll rechamber it for... Oh, can I rechamber it for cryo before I make a load of cryo? That's a good question. Where's my 10 mil? There we go. No, do not scrap that one. Scrap that one if you're going to scrap anything. Scrap that one. Let's just get rid of all my scrappage. Some steel, which is always good. And so, yeah, this 10 mil pistol. Can I rechamber? Yeah, I can rechamber for cryo. So that will do. Oh, that does a little bit less damage, but it does freeze them. See, this is what happens when you think, "Oh, I'm going to make cryo rounds," and then actually realise, "Oh, I've got 25, 12.7. I'm going to take that. I'm going to rechamber it for 12.7 for this." So just need to get my gun sorted out. So my light machine gun needs to go on to 4. Right, so I've got loads of... Now I can't make this ammo as it stands. I think I need a fairly... is it 12.7? Yeah, I need rank 3 in gun nut and rank 6 in ballistic weaponry, which is the old guns and bullets thing. And that's... I mean, it's not expensive, but it's pricey, and, well, I'm going to use it anyway. I may as well. It's 48 damage, so, yeah. Right. In that case, let's go up to a mission. Let's also grab some melons. Let's go up to Sanctuary, because I need to check the mission. Oh, actually, do I need to go up to Sanctuary? Oh, yes, I do need to go to a command. Yeah, I may as well go up to Sanctuary, actually, because it's just over here. I have now built a successful settlement. So this is one of the quests that has been added by Horizons. Basically, a successful settlement is a settlement that consists of 15 settlers and has a happiness of 75% or higher. And there is a quest that you can get through the mission table that you can get some experience for building a successful settlement, and then I believe, you know, it's probably going to be that there'll be the next quest will be for 2 successful settlements and 3 and 4 and etc, etc. So we just need to go to the mission table, which is currently in a bit of a bodge job because the entirety of Sanctuary is a bit of a bodge job while I was trying to work out how vendor credits worked. And it's just up here. I do need a proper sort of room, sort of a war room for my command table really, but anyway, yeah. So I've got Trailblazer rank 1, a cargo bot and 4 turret deployment pods out of that. And I can do an extra task. I've got loads of lumber, cement. Excellent. So I now need 3 settlements for the next one. Right, let's do this. Failed to make anything useful, but he's gained some engineering skills, so that's all good. Okay, and he failed as well, but gained a bit of skill, and they failed as well. Okay, right, let's get some new quests going then. I've got 3 caps remaining. Okay. Toolkit's 12. How many engineers do I have? I've got 2 engineers. I mean, if I could bump that up by 1, I could assign some engineers to a research project. I don't know what that does, and I kind of want to find out. So, if I go into V, go into Architect, and go over to Job Stations, can I have 1 more engineer? Circuitry is needed. Oh, that's irritating. Well, we'll just go with doing some. Right, so I've got 1 technician, so let's have the technician do nothing because I can't afford the supply runs. Okay, let's have a couple of these guys doing engineer crafting devices. Yeah, sure. And let's also have salvage junk for materials. Yeah. Can I do anything else? I could do something if I've got a spare technician. And toolkits. I don't think I've got the toolkits. No. Oh, craftsman. Yes, I've deployed my craftsman. I've deployed both of my engineers, and that's all I can do for the moment. Okay. Right, so those quests are being done. As for my health is not good still. I need that adhesive. Where can I go? If I was adhesive, where would I be? Or bubblegum. Bubblegum would be an alternative. And the best place to get that, theoretically, would be like a shop. Now, I've stripped out the, well, all the general stores, really, that are up this way. I haven't tried up at Fort Hagen. I mean, I've wandered around Fort Hagen, but I didn't really get too close because I believe Fort Hagen does have turrets on it at some point. I didn't see any when I was up there, but theoretically, Fort Hagen might have some adhesive. And that's what I need right now. And jet. Oh, you know, drugs. I need drugs, really. But, yeah, there's that as well. Let's just quickly... Is that Cricket? Did I just see Cricket? No, someone who looks like Cricket. That's a shame. Cricket is the... the arms dealer. Oh, I've got a trauma kit. I think I made that on my last go. Now I could use that to gain a bit of HP, but it'd be a bit of a waste, and those things are quite expensive. So I'm not going to do that. What I am going to do though is find my animal stew. That will at least get rid of my thirst, but not rid of my hunger, because although animal stew is worth a lot, I have parasites. Yay! Oh, I hate parasites. The worst. I think the worst infection that you can get in survival is probably parasites, especially in this sort of survival where you can't heal using food items. And stim packs are so rare, and basically everything needs adhesive. Yeah, it's tricky. It can get tricky. Alright, let's move on. So yeah, I think blood bank. Fort Hagen is a blood bank. Okay, we're going up to Fort Hagen, definitely. We can swing past Sunshine Tidings and pick up any more ammunition that I might have for this gun over there. Yeah, that's probably going to be the best plan. An awful lot of these towns are now far more protected. Since getting gun nuts, some of them have actual proper turrets. Oberland has has sort of higher rankings of pipe rifles. It's defense-wise, an awful lot of these places are getting far more risky for raiders to raid. Certainly, oh god, one of the farms anyway has got a laser turret because I only had the resources to make a laser turret, so they got a laser turret. So yeah, most of my settlements anyway, apart from Hangman's Alley, which I'm not really using so much of. I'm pretty much using it as a dumping ground for junk, rather than actually using it anywhere to sort of store anything with. Now, are we going to have a problem down here? Because I know it is a spawning zone for all kinds of things, actually. I mean, I've once... sorry, my voice is going a bit there. I don't know what's going on with my voice. It's partly why some of these streams I have to cut short. Just going off on a tangent here. I'll just quickly add, yeah, I have found landmines down here before. So it's always worth, as you're coming across the bridge, just giving it a quick cue just to see if there's super mutants or landmines or raiders or what's going on down here, because this area does actually respawn things. So yeah, it's the reason why sometimes I have to cut my things short these days. My voice isn't... I mean, it's not as bad as, say, Nebrus's. If you've ever watched Nebrus, yes, it is Nebrus. His voice goes through these different phases of getting sort of gruffer and gruffer, and it's just sort of a thing with him. It's not quite on that level yet, but it is a thing that's sort of... It's basically the reason why I sometimes have to cut these videos short. It's just because I can't talk anymore. I do wonder if it's something to do with work that actually I do an awful lot of talking. Ooh, hello! I can actually up the damage there by quite a bit by using. Ooh, if I could get Gun Nut 3 at rank 14, that's definitely going to rank 14 Gun Nut all the way, because actually you start to get access to some very, very nice things. The idea of rechambering your ammo into something that's actually does fire damage or explodes, that's rather neat. So you can't actually... I'm going off on all kinds of tangents today, so it'll be an interesting thing especially to watch back with. So yeah, legendaries are basically... They're around still, but they don't drop the same sort of legendary... Hello, I've just had a message. Oh no, that's something else. YouTube goes through this phase of saying, hey, these videos are starting. Okay, why those ones and not other ones? I don't understand YouTube, turns out. So because the legendary enemies have changed, they do drop legendary gear, but it's not the same legendary gear as before. So you can't, to my knowledge anyway, get hold of an explosive firearm anymore. However, what you can get instead is yeah, I can go straight through here and then up the road there. What you can do instead is get explosive bullets for your gun, and then it will basically do pretty much the same sort of thing. I'm not sure if you can craft explosive... That's a Mirelurk, a soft shell Mirelurk in there. I'm going to switch over to this gun. That will get him up. you want to shoot them in the face if you can, because that will do a huge amount of damage, especially when you're using ammunition like this. However, he didn't drop anything good. Oh god, that's actually quite deep and very ratty. Right. Right, okay. So now we've just got to get across what I can only assume is sort of like a training area with frag mines, which I cannot disarm. Right, we have to go slow. And this is where we use our long rifle to completely miss the mine. Right, I've got... This is fun. So with this lever action rifle, that's 2 more frag mines in there, armed. Is there anything in there good? Actually, can I do... No, because I would need demolitions expert, and I don't have demolitions expert. So that's something to come back for later. God, this place is mined up. So yeah, this is almost like, yeah, as I said, this is almost like a sort of a training field. So there's all sorts of... So that's a bit of a civilian plane. But there's no other civilian plane bits around here. It's not like the wrecks that we see in the Glowing Sea, and there's one over there, and I think there's one over there somewhere as well. Something. There's a few plane crashes anyway. It's not quite like that, and so we've kind of got these random things lying around. So it's almost like it's a training area for Fort Hagen, rather than, you know, some kind of war that happened or something that, you know. I think it's more sort of mundane than that. Right, I do want to get the radio tower up. Get through here. We should be clear of the mines now. Yeah, it does look like it. We're hidden as well. So this relay tower. I find that these places are great places just to get easy experience. You know where these places are. Yeah. And the display, the distress signals that they give are actually sometimes quite good. I do just like watching them go up as well. Apart from that bit looks a little bit weird, but yeah. Right. Onwards and upwards. So we need to go to, I think it's the clinic. So I do want to check out the Red Rocket again, and maybe just have a bit of a poke around here as well. There are Minutemen around here for some reason. I'm not completely certain why. I mean, usually there's raiders around here, or ghouls, but there do appear to be... Are those skeletons? I need a better scope on this thing, really, and better aim. Actually, is that a... Excuse me. Is that commando? Here we go, sniper. Scoped long-range weaponry grants plus 25 sneak attack damage. That would be really useful, actually. Yeah, that would be very useful for my playstyle at the moment. I like to use sort of aimed rifles. There's a settler there, and it's firing at something. Something that I can't see. A dog of some description. I'm totally taking your dog meat. Okay, they just got attacked by dogs. Nothing special, just some dogs. But I will take their broken lamp. This place is actually really good if you need blood packs. Surgical tray. Mentats. Oh yes, this is the mother load. And some dirty water. Yeah, if you need gears for anything, coming up here, you'll find loads of desk fans. And as we know, desk fans have an awful lot of gears in them. So, desk fan. There's also a fridge here there's a fair amount of food up here if you're desperate for food. There's a sweet roll, but unfortunately all of this stuff, obviously it's going to be irradiated. So, there is a recipe that you can cook pre-war food up into a sort of a purified state, but you do need quite a lot of it, a lot of the food to make it worthwhile. Plus you need the purified water, which you may not necessarily have early on. Even so, I think that this place is actually quite a good area to come up to. I did give the filling station a quick go through, but I think it warrants a deeper look, I think. Especially when there's a hot plate sitting there, which I missed. Because it's got circuitry in it. You do just sort of learn what things have what in them. Buff out, nice. Screwdriver, useful. Obviously, you know, the mod changes some things, so the old Boston Bugle is now not quite as useful as it used to be. It used to count as cloth, and now it it used to count as cloth, and now it counts as packaging material, I think it's called, which isn't quite so useful because you can't use packaging material to make bandages with. Gasoline cans don't have oil in them anymore, they've got fuel. So you do obviously need to learn sort of the differences between the mod and the vanilla game. But that's a broom, and brooms have cloth on, I believe. Or is that mops? I can't remember which is which. I mean, I could just have a look, but can't be bothered right now. Right, so they don't seem to have totes on up there at the moment. I wonder, could I hug this wall? Because obviously you do want to hug the walls. Grounds. Obviously this one is bricked up, but we can get in through the basement theoretically, but I do just want to have a quick peek through here just in case there's anything useful, like cigars or you know, circuitry just lying around would be useful. Telephone's just got circuitry, a hot plate, a Jangles the Moon Monkey, which, yeah, this is one that I never really quite understood. You've got Jangles the Moon Monkey, and you've got a teddy bear, and you've got a soldier lying here. Take the lantern because that's got oil in. 45 ammo, not bad. I do wonder if the turrets only appear when you've actually got to the point where you're hunting down, what's his face? Duct tape. Oh, excellent. There's duct tape. Excellent. My life is now complete. I now have duct tape. I'm going to take the teddy bear and the Jangles for the cloth, obviously. And is that the clinic? Obviously I'm being a little bit careful because it doesn't seem like the tote's there yet, which I'm alright about. But knowing my luck, I'll end up getting shot in the back by something. That's not the clinic, is it? That is a, well, it is a clinic, but I don't know if it's the one that I was thinking of. Moldy food. Oh yeah, big hint for Horizons. Collect all the mouldy food you can, do not fertilise it, store it. It's used for antibiotics, and it's not, oh there it is. This is just a building. Like like a department store or something. That is the clinic I was thinking of. Right. So things that we know about the clinic. It's got animals nearby, which suck. But there is also, in the base game anyway, a legendary blood bug. Switch over to pistol. Oh, dog meat will probably get him at this point. Oh god, there's another one. There we go. Nice little bit of slow-mo. And a panicked reload. You'll notice I reload a lot in this game. It's just something that I... Okay. Sort of, you get used to doing in an awful lot of games. Because you don't want to turn the corner and have an enemy in front of you and you're out of ammunition, or you've only got a half clip of ammunition. Now, this habit does get you into trouble with some games. Because... Hello, blood bug. Armour is a nice example. Because in armour, if you reload your magazine, you basically lose everything that was in that magazine. And yes, I am attempting to use the correct terminology because I know how much it annoys gun nuts for British people to run around talking about clips, because they're not. It's quite funny, you know, how attention to detail people get about gun stuff in games. So here I am reloading a magazine, not reloading a clip. A clip is something a little bit different. Ooh, hello there! That's a degraded hunting rifle. I'm taking that. I did not know that was there. And I'm glad it is. Right, there's probably another one, because of how much I'm flicking around, there's probably another one up here. Yes. I love this gun. Am I clear now? I think I'm clear. Oh lord. I mean, I'm detected by something, but that could just be the settlers. Oh, taking all of that, taking all of that. Taking the alarm clock. So, it's a top tip really for the game. If you want the 10mm pistol to do a huge amount of damage and basically allow you to clean out the blood clinic really easily, all you need to do is rechamber it for 12.7. Now, the question is, can I get into here? Got an auto? Yeah, I've got an auto hacker. It's fine. I'll just step back from the door. That will take a bit of time. But it'll be worth it, I think. Right, something may be behind this door, based on how the searchy bar thingy was ticking up about. I've learnt an awful lot about this from watching many a True Nerd stuff. Certainly, if you want to learn more about the game, watch his videos. So he's the guy that did the entirety of Fallout New Vegas and the DLCs with a single life, no resaving. Nice. Yeah, no resaving. There was no healing of any kind, so no stim packs, no sleeping, no food, no water. And he did the entire thing with the DLC and finished it all with, I think it was 24, maybe about 24 hit points. I haven't quite finished watching his Lonesome Road part of the video yet, but yeah, I'm up to the start of Lonesome Road, and it's kind of, you know, I've been watching that because that's the thing that kind of made him known. Oh, safe control, excellent. Yeah, that's the thing that basically made him known in various circles. It kind of put him on the map. Ooh, hello, Wanderer's Survival Guide. Don't know what that does, but it's probably linked to stuff. Can I make a bandage? Bandage times 2. Oh, finally health again. Inventory. Oh yeah, we've got a bandage. I'm just using one for now. Now, the way that this is ticking around makes me think that there's something else nearby, but there it is. Hatchling. Yeah, probably won't be, as long as I can hit. There we go. There's one down. There must be another one around here somewhere, because it's sending me into caution still. Don't know why. Taking his pistol, because the parts, not for anything else really. Yeah, so there is an end based on. I hate those monkeys. I can't get through that door. Hello, there's a key here. I'll use the key. Yay! Oh, it's a bloatfly that's sitting outside the door. That's probably what's. Oh, it's that bloatfly as well. Yep, now we're in locked hidden. Shouldn't be anything else around here. There's something else around here because of how. Yeah, there it is. Damn it! Wasted the shot. No, torso shots, please. Oh, stop missing. There we go. I've got 2 shots left. Vampiric blood bug, damn it. Ah, dead. Yeah. That's the kind of time when you think, you know, just rewatching that back, so you're 5 seconds behind. Explosives might have been the way to handle that room, had I known that in there was going to be a much tougher enemy than I kind of guessed. However, you know, the flip side of that is that A, I've spawned actually back at Oberland, which is where I would want to be if I was respawning anywhere, and B, I do have a bandage that's just ready to go, so I can just heal up. And C, I can dump all my junk and possibly get some more ammunition. I went into the wrong one there. Hello. Transfer. What other ammunition do I have? I think we just rechamber for 10mm and go from there. I'll sell that one. That one. So it does 67 damage, which is probably the but for me to really use that effectively, I'd probably want to use it as a pistol. It would still do 67 damage, and it would use some ammunition that I currently have a fair amount of, I think. Well, I say a fair amount, I've got some ammo for that. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll saw off the barrel like that, and I can't put it into good condition yet. Yeah, I'll do that for now. As for my other guns, that needs to be rechambered to 10mm cryo, because I've got a load of ammunition for that. And yeah, that should be alright for now. And let's put that one on 5. Huh. Oh yeah, what? 6. What if I put that one on? Hold on. Hunting rifle. Oh, have I just done a... Yeah, I have. So 6 has got the hunting rifle. I need to reload that one. And reload that one. Right. I'm tempted to try... let's go over to... Here we go. Okay. Right, if I go into ingredients, I can make some pharmaceuticals. Make a few of those, actually. I'm going to make a load of those. That will allow me to make antiseptic if I need to, as well as other things. No, they're reasonably useful to have. Right. Oh, that's why you need Party Girl, so that you can make antiseptic. Out of beer. Now, getting... that needs survive list. Basically, I am now to the point where I could theoretically start making vegetable starch, because I've got the farmers regrowing it and harvesting the stuff. Right. I need adhesive. Why is that one not up? Let's get this one up. Could have sworn I've put this one up before. There's nothing in him. Okay. What do we need to do? I do need to do hole in the wall still. I do need to do that one, but that one, yeah. I need some more armor protection before I do that one. Find Nick Valentine. That's only against humans. I'd want better guns for that. Oh, that I need better guns for as well. I think I need to go and see if I can get some better guns actually, and maybe try and level up. What's my level up? Probably not tonight. Leveling up is very slow. It's quite a slow paced of level up experience. How many caps do I have? Nothing. No caps whatsoever. Right. That's ghouls. Do I really want to face ghouls and basically waste all my ammunition on something I don't really need to do? I'm not even certain if that's going to give me what I need, which is basically just adhesive. I am at this point I just need more adhesive. School. Malden. Malden is gunners. I'd probably want a medium scope on my lever action rifle, as well as upgrading it to not being deteriorated. I can't do that because I don't have the perk to do it. An awful lot of this kind of comes back to I don't have the perk to do what I need to do. I might just wander. Hardware store. Haven't done the hardware store. I'm not that far away from it either. It's up. God, where is it? It's up here somewhere. It's around here. As you come round into Diamond City, you can do that. Let's do the hardware store. So the deal with the hardware store. You'll be wandering through Boston and you'll hear a cry for help from a woman, usually. I believe it's a woman. And she's saying, help, help, my friend's inside. If you don't help him or her, I can't remember exactly which, he's going to die. If you run in through the front, you will basically face an ambush eventually. However, if you go in through the back, not only do you get treated to quite a humorous speech from the couple of raiders that are behind, you can also then ambush the ambush, which is what I would want to do, especially as I have this lovely new rifle. I'm in the wrong place. I need to be down. I need to go down this way a bit. Yeah, so if I can find it, maybe the hardware store might have. I know it's got paint in it, which isn't quite so useful, but never know. It might have something helpful to the cause. Right, so that's where you go around to get Erin's cat. I can't remember what it's called. Dust, ashes, I think. And that's a super mutant enforcer. We don't want super mutants. We'll go up this way. I think up here is relatively safe. There might actually be something up this fire escape which I haven't been to yet. Let's go up the fire escape and I can get a bit of a look down from above. Oh, there's what's that? Okay, we're sneaking this way. God, that's found me. No, that's the hardware store. Hello. Your torso is now no. Oh. Your torso is no more. We've just found the hardware store. Or rather, the hardware store found us. Anyway. I'll take this pipe pistol, even though it's been destroyed. How he was using it, I don't know. You can't use destroyed stuff. But, yeah. So if we sneak in here, do we have... I've got some Molotovs. I don't have any grenades. Grenades are really rare to find, but... Right, so I can either go in through this door here, which will take us into the back, or I can take that door down there, which will take us into the basement and then up the side. I always prefer to go in through the back of Hardware Town. Simply because, well, I don't really want to be facing facing an ambush. So, yeah, here we go. It's game on. Hello. It would be game on, but I don't see them. I'm gonna do. I press caps. There we go. Sometimes I might use mines, you know, lure them in and then mine the approach. In this instance, I think all I need to do is lure them. Got quite a large magazine here, so all I need to do is wait for them to come out. I know everything in front of me that isn't a dog is not a friend. Good God, have we just cleared them out? That didn't take long. Usually it's a little bit more of a palaver than that. But got some pretty good stuff out of that, actually. That raid. Ooh, hello. Incredible. So this is... Incredible Adventures. And we get a locksmith manual. Nice. We get Safecracker. Very nice. Okay, and we get baseball grenade off him. So named enemies will have, as you've seen here, magazines on them, and it's reasonably guaranteed, I believe, that they're going to have some kind of magazine on them. It's almost like the boss, and it will have a magazine on them, which is rather a nice reward. It's a shame we can't scrap all of this really in the field, but. We do have a baseball bat there. The modder has done some work on various aspects of these buildings. So, for example, in Hardware Town, we now have a weapons lab. So, if we wanted to, and if we had the ammunition, the materials to do so, we could make ammunition for ourselves. That said, I don't really need any, but there might be something in the dryers. And there's loads of paint here. You can make your own paint if you need to. I can make green paint. So you take your blue and your green, and you make green paint. Not that that really shakes it up particularly well, but yeah, you can make yourself green paint back here. I don't know if there is actually a reason for being able to make green paint, or if it's just a thing you can do. Right, Hardware Town, what else do we have in here? There's a first aid box here. Might be more people. Don't know. A couple of desk fans, because it gets quite hot in the apocalypse. A makeshift battery. There's always a makeshift battery underneath the workbench for some reason. Industrial solvent. What I want is adhesive. I want duct tape. Lots and lots of duct tape. Having some nice packs of duct tape would be nice. You know, big packs of duct tape. Or military duct tape. Just anything that's duct tapey or wonder gluey, really. I've got a lot of stuff to sort of stick down. Hello, there's some more gears there. So as you can see, if you come in through this way, you've kind of got this. It's not really a maze, but yeah, these sort of barricade type things. And then it's when you sort of come into here that actually you then get this ambush come through. Now, there's other things we can do in here. Now we're reasonably confident that nobody's going to burst in, and there's no duct tape sneaking around up there. We can get... oh god. I've got to remember how you do this. Is it up here? No, it's not up that one. Hold on, no. I think we have to go up here. Right, and then we go down here and around here. this will allow us to get to an ammo box, what would have been a stim pack, some vodka, and some more useful materials up there. That's not the end all of it though, because where is it? I could have sworn there's a safe around here somewhere. Do we go? Is cap stash there? Yeah, where is it? God, this is like being B&Q. Except I can actually find things here. Yeah, there's a safe there, so we can just jump. Oh, that was impressive. That was impressively awful. Oh yeah, if you go down here, you've got all the bodies of all the traders that they caught with this trick time and time again. And these caverns, oh god, I can't speak anymore. These caverns go fairly far actually. Yeah, up there is, I believe up there is the way, oh wait a minute, no it isn't. Oh, it's the way back here. Toolboard. Let's get some light on the situation. Ah! Okay, that wasn't actually what I thought it was. I thought, oh, bottle caps, and no, it was actually something called a stash mine. Okay, lesson learnt there. Well, ish. Oh no, we're going to... please don't spawn at Hangman. We're going to spawn at Hangman, aren't we? Well, you'll see what I mean about the spawn point at least. Please don't spawn there, because it's in an awful place. No, we spawn there. Yeah, you see, Hangman Alley, I would prefer to actually spawn at Hangman Alley rather than on this patrol path. For enemies. Well, we had a trauma kit so we could deal with that broken limb, and now we can deal with the maze that is, or we could just leave. Just leave. I kind of wish I didn't take Hangman's Alley as a settlement, just because if you then die, you go to your next closest settlement, which would have been Oberlin Station, or Oberlin Station. I just end up calling it Oberlin. And that's a better settlement. It's a better drop point for you to respawn at, and it's just a better settlement anyway. It's less crowded. I find Hangman's Alley to be very tight, and there's not really much you can build there. If you want to do some building, oh god, get me ammunition. There we go. Oh, that's them dead. Those raiders really didn't... I like this gun, actually. It's not... when you're using the cryo rounds, it really isn't that much damage at all. But, on the other hand, you don't really need to do an awful lot of damage if your enemy is then frozen. Anyway, I'm going to get back to Oberlin and then I'll dump my stuff. I'll see if I can do anything sort of to upgrade my kit, but other than that, I think I will probably end this episode here because before my voice fails me completely, or my ability to say things fails completely. So yeah, it's just up here. I do need another bandage though. And I'm sure, you know, some people will watch this later and think, well, why aren't you using Stimpaks? Because they're really, really rare. They're unbelievably rare. I can only use Stimpaks in... Well, I can use Stimpaks anywhere, but they're basically for combat more than anything. Right, okay, let's see if my guys have finished their missions yet. No, they have not. Let's see if I can make a bandage. No, I cannot. And then let's see if I can do anything. Well, I won't be able to do because I've got no adhesive. So, yeah, there's that. But anyway, I'm going to just dump my junk here. And I'm going to call it a night now. So, for now, I will say thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time.